when considering what we're interested in writing about, we want to consider our audience and what they care about, because eventually, once we're finished with our writing, we're going to be sharing that with at least one other person. We want to make sure that that person or those people are going to be interested in our writing, so that way it justifies the time that we've spent doing that writing. But before we start addressing our audience, the first question that we want to ask ourselves is if we care about this particular topic that we've chosen to write about, and why. And if we don't care about the topic, it's going to come across in our writing. And that writing is not going to be as ideal as we would like, and it may not be as engaging for the audience, and it's going to be hard for the audience to jump on board with that topic in your writing if you don't care about it. So in the event that you are tasked with writing about a topic that you don't care about, or you don't think you care about, find a reason to care. Convince yourself that this is important. It's important for a grade, but find another reason to do so. And if you need to, create a list, figure out what's going to lead to these benefits that you might gain from this writing, and work on this writing as if it's going to be valuable for you moving forward in your career. Okay. Once we have decided that we care about our writing, the next question we need to determine is if the audience is going to care about this topic. And if they do, that's fantastic. One important key in this situation is understanding why they care about it. And if you understand why a particular audience cares about a topic, then you can work towards developing your writing so that way they care even more than they might if it was just a very simple, straightforward discussion on that topic. Now, if your audience does not care, it's just as important to ask why. And if they don't care, you need to find a way to garner support from them. Find how you can actually make them care, and determine if you need to adjust the topic that you're writing about. As we talked about in the first video, we need to find a reason for our writing beyond just meeting the requirements of a particular assignment or a task. Find that bigger meaning and find that larger audience who are going to be engaged and want to share your writing with other folks that they know. We can think about this in the field of marine biology, in that scientists spend lots of time writing. And they don't write just for the sake of writing, they write so that other people read their work. And one of the pieces of writing that many scientists produce on a regular basis are technical reports from their scientific research. And these are given to the funding agencies to show their progress and their final results of their research. Now, there's oftentimes a thought or a belief that these technical reports are not read by anyone, that they're just simply a benchmark to clear. They're a box to check off on the list of things to do for a project. And this in turn can lead to writing that is less engaging. And you can imagine that if you're reading a report that is not particularly engaging, then you may not read over all of it. And this in turn then develops and continues this feedback loop in which funders are not necessarily reading reports in detail and researchers are not writing it, so that way funders should be reading it. You need to believe that everyone is going to read the entirety of your writing. And in doing so, this is going to help re-engage you with your writing so that way you can engage your readers. You think about your assignments here at university, instructors aren't just asking you to write for the sake of writing. They're doing so for a particular reason. The assignments are planned out for a particular task so they can show your understanding of a topic as well as your skills in writing. They're not just looking for keywords, they're actually reading your writing. And the more interested they are in what you're writing about, the more attentive they're going to be, and the more attention they're going to provide you towards helping you develop towards your career goals. Now, if this is a topic that is of interest to you, something you want to delve into a little bit deeper, consider doing this exercise. Pick a class that you took last semester or last year, and think about why you care about that particular class. and then think about why other people should care about that particular class, and specifically people in a different field of study. Why does an engineering major care about a marine biology class? Why does an administration or business major care about a biology class? Now, after you have determined the topic you're planning to write about because it interests you, it's going to benefit you, it's going to interest your audience, it's going to benefit your audience, you need to find a way to share that idea with other people to see what they think. So that way, if there's any kind of nuance or adjustments that you should make to that topic before you start writing, you want to do so early on. In science, we have a variety of different venues to do so. Some of these venues are scientific meetings in which folks will go and share some of their early ideas and preliminary findings, and other people will provide feedback. Some of this positive, some of this less positive. And the less positive feedback oftentimes can get us down. But the people that are sharing that feedback are not doing so to make us feel bad, but they're doing so to help us try and improve the work that we're planning on or are already doing. And so, as a writer, when you're sharing your writing or your ideas with other people, you want to take all the criticism that you're given constructively. Find ways to use it to improve your writing, even if it's challenging to do so. Listen to what others are saying and use that feedback that they're giving you as fuel to improve your writing, improve the development of your topic. No idea that you're going to have is going to be worthless, but also no idea that you have is going to be flawless. There's always going to be ways in which you can refine those ideas. And your goal is to continuously refine that idea, but doing so within a given time frame, because we don't want to spend years choosing a topic to write about because then we haven't actually done any writing in and of itself. The goal is to have a balance between this development, the refinement, and the actual execution of the writing itself. If you never finish developing your idea, nobody's going to get a chance to read about it. You can think about this in regards to art, a very visual, oftentimes, or auditory medium in which the great artists that we know are not only very skillful in their craft, producing amazing works of art, but they also produce a lot of these. And so as you're moving forward and choosing your topic, think about that audience, engage that audience, and use the feedback from that audience in which to refine your ideas and get into the writing in an appropriate time frame.